Alrighty. Hello everyone who is here currently. Maybe not very many of you just yet, but welcome to the first round, the inaugural round of AF3 Season 8. This season, as you can see, with the Gorilla GT4 pack, we've got ourselves a diverse little field of... Let's go through some of our cars that we have for you guys. So we've got, first of all, the Toyota Supra GT4. Seemingly a very popular choice right now, as we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the top 8 all Supras, with a further 3 of them. So a total of 11 Supras, a third of the grid being that car. So yeah, Supra is one of the cars so far. Other car is the McLaren was it set 570S GT4, here shown by Ian McDonald, who has decided to just vanish from existence. That brings on to our next car, the Panos Avanazzo, I think, or Avezzano, I think that's the one. This car jittering about. Let's go find one with. I need to look out for the BMW thing. Denny's still with the wrong skin, funnily enough. Then out on track. Let's find Josh Brooks. Josh Brooks with the correct skin for him. There you go. So this is the Panos Avezzano. An absolute long boy, I must say. A large lad with some serious top speed on it. It's another one of our cars. Another one is the Audi R8 LMS GT4. Driven only by one team, that team being composed of streamer's curse, of Mosquito and of Miles Rag, I do believe. So not a popular choice, but I will say from my personal experience, not that bad of a car at all. So currently just in practice for the moment. Here's bundles. But yeah, Audi in the skin made by myself. Pretty happy with this one, to be fair. Not looking too bad. He was curse used on the streamer with the curse. Yep, role reversal is real. Let me make sure that the game volume's a little bit louder for you guys. Alright, so we've got the Audi, and the last car I do believe that I haven't actually shown just yet is the Alpine. Here with the anime livery done by Shining Waffles. Again, awesome work from one of our elite group of skin creators, not including me, they're all better than me. But yes, another. I think the Alpine personally, I think has some of the best skins out of all of them. We've got this really clean, very original skin, I must say. Very original. No one's ever done this before. No, very clean skin with some nice Rimowa branding, driven by Wessel Verhouden, and I do believe his teammate is G750, who is doing race control today. So big thank you to him for volunteering. Other one, I'll run now back down through the teams that are using each of these cars. So we've got Newt Racing this season being driven by Jerd and Pingu Quinn. So livery made by myself with all the usual sponsorships you'd expect on a car that's Newt and his Pingu Quins. So there's that from the Alpine team. Of course, the other team that I've already shown. It's getting to my head. Yeah, I know. Sorry, I'm corrupt with power, dude. I'm corrupt. No, but seriously, this skin as well. Really love it. Awesome skin from the mind of Shiny Waffles, keeping his brand very much intact with another banger skin for Team FAT simracing. And Shiny Waffles out on track with the 6th fastest time currently. Very good from Shiny Waffles at the moment. I mean, it is only practice right now. Actually, I'm going to turn down the car thing because these cars can sound very loud, so you guys can still actually hear me. Anyways, so those are basically 3 of our Alpine teams. The Rimowa one was the one I showed first. Let's move on to our McLaren teams. First of which is, Jens sets the fastest lap in the meantime, but Ian McDonald driving, I do believe, the Greg's Racing car. awfully British. Very happy to see this out on track. Sorry, I actually clicked on Jens right there. Let me close carousel. But yes, sorry. There you go. Greg's Racing, driven by Ian McDonald. Not Alfie Beerman, but Ian McDonald, and not Kevin, but Ian McDonald and someone else driving this beautiful looking car with some bread on the wheel arches. What did I say in general? Oh, yeah, sorry. Sorry for everyone that didn't see the initial stream announcement. I'm dumb and bad. Yes. Nice skin here from Ian McDonald and whoever is racing. Vegan sausage rolls. That is beautiful. We've got a little Boris in the car. Everyone punt here, please. As Ali takes out Ben Hayes up ahead and Ian McDonald threads the needle. Okay. Is Ali just drifting? This clown. This absolute clown. Look at him. His head is Supra. I'll keep going through the skins, no mind. A very clean skin actually, made by Eppley. Very rushed, but actually a very clean skin that I quite like. Driven here by Kevin, and I don't know if Eppley's driving today. Another skin is the FAT Sim Racing sister team, FAST Sim Racing, I do believe. V-Wolfs is now Italian as well, as two cars are drifting on the main straight. But this is another very nice skin from Shiny Waffles. Head admin moment. Yep, I know. We have such a mature head admin, don't we, everyone? So those are the McLarens, I guess, that I can find at the moment. So let's go on to the Panoses. So the skins aren't correct fully, but Josh Brooks in his correct skin. River Racing, back at it again, trying to see what they can do this season. Got some renewed hope with what could potentially turn out to be quite the weapon, or maybe even the BOP breaker, the Panos Avezzano. Awful looking at the front, I hate this, but at the back it's not too bad. Despite awful design aesthetics, it is one of the fastest cars in a straight line, as you're going to see in the race. You're going to see this chunky boy send it past people on the straights, but then proceed to have to brake very early. Josh is doing I do not know what. Oh yes, okay. So what everyone's going to witness now is practice starts. Everyone's going to line up essentially for a practice start. And this is definitely going very well and exactly as intended. What the hell is going on? Yeah, the horn's giving vibes from AF4 with the Ginettas that one season. But here they all are lining up for a practice start, essentially. Nemanja I think Nemanja is trying to find a grid slot. What are these sounds I'm hearing? Wild. Okay, so they're all still lining up, just about. Mosquito's just about getting into grid position. Ali also just about finding his grid position. What on earth is going on? So I do believe in a moment we're going to hopefully see, I'm hoping, we're going to see a practice start. Alright, the engines are revving up. We're not going to see any lights go out. And a very disjointed practice start from everyone. Let's actually take you to the very front and watch them all demise. They're going to be preparing for their braking points, so let's see who nails it and who doesn't. Ali has made it, Ben Hayes made it, Joao's made it, Josh has made it. Everyone seemingly has made it. This gives me renewed hope for the start. Look at them all go. Ali coming through, the rest of the field all following. Holy shit, that is 4 wide right there. And they're all through. Look at this, guys. Even on the practice start, they're all making it pretty much through the field. This is insane. We're going to see ourselves, hopefully, an incredible race. Not that this is like, you know, a very strong indication. But who knows? It could be a very awesome race yet. Ali already back in the pits. Joao's, everyone's still racing around, having an awesome time in this overtime of this practice session. Indeed, Juan, props to them. It's a very wide track, but as you can see here, some sections very fast. This whole track, if you just follow it really on this lap. Let's go with Joao here and feel some of the chaos from his POV. Cars all around in his rearview mirror. Some corners which only require the smallest amount of braking or just about lifting even. Throughout most of the circuit, maintaining high speeds the whole way around is a combo that is not one for overtaking. Jack trying a move actually, a little bit of a, oh goodness. Jens also going through with the move. Joao just hanging on to traction there as Charles and Jens get past him. It's not even a race yet, but this is just really great to watch. Awful camera angles in the Audi R8, to be fair. Really, that was Miles Rag and the Audi we just saw. Who's that he's got on his side? Wow, drag racing down to the line. Look at that. Oh, close one right there. And going absolutely straight on. So we didn't see any of that in the race. And, oh my gosh. Tidal wave of cars coming into T1. Well, again, let's not hope. Kick player. I will abstain from this vote. I do believe player might be a driver with no league license, but we're going to have to see. I'll let them all decide that. In the meantime, while we have a little bit of downtime, perhaps, I'm going to just look through again some more 3.5%. Wow. Keep going through the skins. So Ben Hay's not in the wrong skin. Let me actually find someone who's in the correct. So Luke Wetzel, player in question, in what is the Goat Simulator? Oh, I'm not sure what the car is. Let me get the list up. Sorry everyone, I'm very sloppy today. It's been a while since I've streamed. Give me a break. Let me just pull that over there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, he's gone. I thought the server had died for a second. I was very worried. And we're here in qualifying now. Yeah, so Denny is, well, I mean, the only person that really had the right skin was Denny, but we've got Goat Motorsports in the other panels apart from River Racing. Everyone with their horns. This is just beautiful. I'm loving this. Let's go to some of the TO. Actually, I'll go through who's out on track right now. So we've got Jerd in New Racing with the Alpine, as I've said before. Meh skin, then it made it. It's not that great. But yes, New Racing coming back yet again with a very, very formidable lineup of Jerd and Pingu Quinn for this season, hoping to take the fight to the podium once again and hopefully win it. I already went through the Alpine teams. I don't know, I'm losing the plot. Let's go through some of the Supras. So Jack Olivier, again, the horn is back. Yes, one. And Mythic, the horn is back. You're just realizing it now. With Jack Olivier in the, I do believe that now they are called Luck Brothers. They're really adopting their lucky streak, or their lucky, their fame of being lucky. Adopting it now in the team name even. So yeah, Jack Olivier in this car, a skin designed by myself, with a lot of nice sponsorship. Got the Lucas on there, got the Macro on there, got some nice faded patterns, and Jens, on the other hand, with a more sunset fade color scheme on his, as he sets up for his first flying lap. Some other Alpine skins. We've got the Turkish Torpedoes right here. With Pepper Cappy, we have New Racing Development, as we've got the cars all checking up as they prepare to start their laps. You need the good run for this straight. Drifts around the final corner. Don't know if that's the best way to start a lap, but Pepper Cappy with an interesting dual skin livery. One side with the proper full, I will say this because I'm pretty proud of it, a custom or pretty good replica Toyota Gazoo Racing skin, all the accompanying sponsors. And on the other side, the a Toyota TRD with Newton Racing Development, little logo there. Thank you, Pepper. Right there. In the social credit racing, the VLN team having its full birth this season with a beautiful skin made by Lucas. If you bonk, you do lose social credit. The sound is fucking up. So we're going to go on board, or we're going to watch Jerd for this first flying lap of his, and we're going to see what time he sets. So let's go on board with him and just watch ourselves a lap of the circuit. So there, you want to be right outside to the wall. Again, you need to just be clipping all of the apexes and hugging all of the walls as much as you possibly can throughout the whole track. Jerd here, very clean. A little bit of a lift there where you could possibly go flat, but he is still keeping it nice and tight, just hugging the walls. A little bit of down braking right here, down to fourth. Nice and close to the wall on the outside, making sure not to hit it, because that is not what you want to be doing. Slides out wide to make a V shape for this final corner, and back out onto the main straight with what looks like a pretty good run. We are going to see, once he gets to the end, what kind of lap he is going to set. Jack Olivier right behind, looking for pole. He's seemed to be the fastest so far. We're going to see what Jack Olivier can do here at Tokyo R246. Jerd goes through to set a 148.6. Jack Olivier not able to match him with a 148.8. Ali Adamchuk with a 148.8. Joao with a 149.7. Shiny Waffles with a 151.0. Yen's about to come through, set a lap. Is he? I don't think that is representative. That is not a representative lap from Jens if he has done one. Charbatron going up to 5th now, going through to set another lap. Lucas Boyschel, the 2 social credit racing cars, up nice and high in the order. Let's go with Lucas for his lap now. I do not know what that is on his steering wheel. Is that Tiananmen Square? Is that actually the Tiananmen Square thing on his wheel? Oh no. Oh yeah, sorry. So you're right. Charles is not in social credit racing. Well, seemingly, I don't know if it's really visible, but the hint, I guess maybe take the hint. The Supra is a pretty damn good car. It seems to be pretty high up. Lauren Pingu. Are there any more street circuits after this one? As a matter of fact, Lauren Pingu. There is one. Actually, no. There are guaranteed. There are two more. We are going to have Norris Ring for round 5, and we are going to have Long Beach for round 8. The 2 more very demisey street circuits. Oh, and there you go. You are now seeing Lucas Boyschel and whoever's ahead of him. I do believe that is Charbatron, experiencing what happens when you go up on these curbs. Not fun stuff. Meanwhile, Jack Olivier beating Jerd to that top spot, going 3/10 quicker than him, instead of 148.3. Ali Alanch in that 3rd spot. But Antonio Radulea, commentators curse, guys. If you're new here, this is what's going to happen a lot. It's going to happen a lot. Interesting rejoin. Luckily, no one around the corner. Got some nice clean air around him. But, as I was saying, Antonio Radulea in 4th position right now. If I'm correct in saying, his debut AF3 season, potentially. The name does ring a bell. Ooh, Nemanja Popovic in the other Polaris Motorsports car, going into 3rd place. Currently, Ali and Nemanja very, very quick at the moment. 4th and 5th, only about 2/10 separating the 2 of them. He has driven AF4 Season 10. And he's a godlike. Okay, my apologies, Antonio Radulea. Whilst not having an awful lot of league racing outside of AF4, my apologies, I should have remembered that. He's a 5th place right now, actually. Don't think this lap is going to be... I think this is probably an hour lap he's on right now. Gonna be aiming for some even higher positions. Jerd parked on the circuit just there. So another AF4 star, I do believe a winner or a top 3 of the championship, Alfie Bevan, in the McLaren, racing for FAST Sim Racing, subsidiary of FAT Sim Racing. currently in 9th place, looking very good on his AF3 debut. Looking quite tidy through here. You're not going to clip the wall. Nice lines through here. Wide entry into this last corner. Swings it back for a tighter exit than some. And out onto the main straight. We're going to see what time he's able to set. Let's go on board with him in this here McLaren. Jack Olivier, again, surpassing a lot of expectations. Actually, getting back up to what his expectations were with a 147.9. Amazing stuff from the French driver currently. Alfie Bivan not able to improve on his lap, and as I am on board with him, he gets displaced by Josh Brooks in his panels, or panos as the Americans call it, or I've heard in a lot of commentary. But the panels, as I'm going to call it. Absolutely stupid loud V8 in this thing. But very nice to hear. Nice on the ears. But there he goes, trying to set a good lap. Wonder what Josh can do. Josh, hopeful for this season. As always, as ever. Always hopeful, always looking to see what he can do. But could this be the season? It's always a question of that. You know, it's for the past 3 seasons we have had what can only be described as Jack Olivier domination. So 3 seasons where Jack has taken the crown of AF3. Currently right now 7/10 ahead of Ali Yardimshire in 2nd place. Anything in top 10, very happy with, as you should be. Charles Bertrand, P6 with a very nice livery. I do believe made by Arda. Very nice, really clean. Is Ali going to try steal some slipstream from Jack? I'm going to want to follow these 2 laps right here. Let's go on. Let's just watch these guys here. Oh, never mind. Ali decided to go straight into the pits. I'm great. I'm so observant. Teammate Nemanja still out. LH44 joining the server. That's gonna be a popular name. Where's Mosquito right now? Come on, Mosquito. You can do it. You can go like 7 seconds faster. Just take it easy. Just do little lifts, you know. See what you can do. Still he rises. LH44 Pro DZ. Let's see what laps he can set. Will he be hashtag blessed? Or will he not? I do believe this has been an out lap for Miles. But let's go on board with him and see how he performs. Very bad camera angle, the other one with this car. But we'll go with this angle for now. And watch this lap with Miles Rag. So you want to be eating a lot of the curb around here. Try to ride it as much as you can. Just to stay nice and tight. Jens going up to P2. 3/10 off of Jack, but displacing Ali Yardimshire from his P2 spot. At this point, Antonio Radulea, who I mentioned before, was in 4th. That is a spinning super uphead. Peppa Capi not really, you know, reenacting initially too well. Just spinning out right in front. Quite unfortunate, but it happens. Thankfully not causing any issues for Miles as he goes to try and set a even better lap than he has done before. This lap is looking very clean so far, I must say. Nice, clipping all of the apexes, touching all of the outside barriers, or just about. Significant lift through that little bit. Hopefully it doesn't hinder him too much. Gonna try hug all the barriers here. A little bit of braking down to 4th. Jab the car in here. Hopefully not hitting the wall, just about missing it. Down to the final corner we go. Nice V-shaped turn slowly through here for the best possible exit onto the straight. A little bit bumpy, getting a bit wide, but out onto the front straight he goes. It's all in the hands of that V10 engine in the back of this Audi R8 to get him there, and hopefully with a good time in the bag. Jerd displacing Ali Yardimshire now, only about 0.07 of a second off of Jens actually ahead, as Miles Rag goes through to be 17th. Is Mosquito out setting a lap? He is indeed setting a lap currently. I do believe this is his out lap with only 3 minutes to go. Will he be able to get any closer than within 9 seconds of Ian McDonald? Got a good spread at the moment. A lot of people managing to get into those 148s. Josh Brooks, in the meantime, while I wasn't looking, 148.7 and still going for another lap. That panel's sound will be the death of me and my eardrums. Yes, Lauren Pingo, go Miles, go Miles. Hoping all the best for him and everyone else in this potentially crazy, crazy round. Sorry. LH44 is Pro DZ, who showed some insane pace earlier on. But we're going to see if any of that pace can be replicated here in quali. Josh Brooks going through, maybe not using as much of the track as he could have up there. Technical corner right here. Keeping a lot of speed through there. Slight wobble of the car. Sounds as if that throttle is being pushed to the floor through that section. As he blasts through into this underpass of this rural urban section of Tokyo. Just clipping the barrier, but not losing much time. Excellent car control from the Brit right there. And onto the final straight he goes. Oh, that's going to cost him that little wobble. Can lose so much time going up here if you do mess up. But I do feel this is a very, very, very speedy lap we are seeing right now. Josh Brooks currently in P7. Pinky Quinn just ahead in P6. Can Josh improve? No, he can't. It is going to be a 149.1. We'll see if he goes for another lap. We'll see who else is on laps right now. Jack's still on a lap at this current moment. Pretty easy, putting himself on the board with a 152.1. Mosquito still with the 2 minutes, 2 seconds time. I am got my fingers crossed that he will be able to do a good time as he almost clips the barrier there in that corner. Drifting quite wide right there, but the lap is looking pretty clean overall. Vessel for Howden. Oh, okay, that skin looked very odd for a second. Yeah, it does look quite interesting from this front angle. What's that with the fluorescent stuff from the front? Into, Vessel crashing out just ahead of Mosquito. Actually, no, sorry, nowhere near, I don't think. Unless he went to bits quickly. We're going to go on board with Mosquito. As he lets the revs go a little bit too high there. As the last few seconds of the session tick down. Down to third for this section. Not a half-bad lap from the man from Poland right here. Actually looking pretty solid, to be completely honest. As he goes up the hill. Hopefully doesn't collide with the wall. But this time is certainly going to be better than what he's already put on the board. And indeed, Mosquito has had a booster shot. Thank you, Lauren Pingu, for that. But he has indeed. So we're going to see what time he can set. Anything is good. 154.1, putting himself on the board. Not far off Ian McDonald. Not bad. Hopefully he'll be able to get some more positions in the race. I have that firm belief that his racecraft is there. But more people still on final laps. I think Jerd is going to be the guy to watch. Josh Brooks going through in the meantime with a 148.3. 5/10 off of Jens Batesma. That is quite the lap. That is impressive. He's taken off about 2 to 3 seconds in during practice sessions off of his time with that car. That is mighty impressive from Josh. Only just about under 5/100ths of a second off of Jens Batesma and Jacques Olivier. That shows there is some definite pace in the other cars for this season. Antonio Radulea going through to finish or get qualified P8. Nemanja Popovic still on a lap. Is it going to be enough to displace anyone above him? That is an incredibly quick lap, and it puts him P2. P2, displacing Jacques Olivier, displacing Jens Batesma, and splitting apart the two Luck Brothers racing cars. Some well-deserved donuts as Nemanja Popovic has gone through to set an incredible lap right there. Awesome, awesome stuff from the man in the Polaris Motorsports car. Very positive performance from Polaris Motorsports as a whole. With Ali Adamchur, his teammate, I'm going to leave that because my ears are going to die, in P6. And his teammate second. Both of them are doing it. Another also very positive performance from the Newt Racing cars, Pinga Quinn and Jerd. Josh Brooks also, you know, putting that river racing car nice and high up the grid in P4. So it became P4 in the end. His teammate Ben Hayes in the wrong liveried car is going to be starting P16 for river racing. These horns are going to be the death of me. I 100% agree. I have got popcorn here, ladies and gentlemen, because this could be one hell of a movie of a race. Whether it will be comedy, action, or horror remains to be seen. Thank you, horn. A bit tired. No, I'm doing okay, actually. When Pingu horn. We need the Newt Newt horn. We really do. All the cars now aligned on the grid. Let's take you for a little grid walk of this grid. So Jack Olivier starting P1 today with an incredible sub 48 second lap. Nemanja Popovic setting an incredible lap to go P2, starting alongside Jack Olivier. Well, I wouldn't really call that alongside, but you get the point. Jens Batesma starting third on the grid. Josh Brooks fourth. Jerd P5. Ali Adamcha P6. Pingu Quinn P7. Antonio Rodalea, an excellent debut qualifying performance to start P8. Joao Vincentigetta, his teammate just behind him in P9. Charles Bertrand P10. Thank you, Charles. Philip Bauer P11. Alfie Bivan P12. Togo Batopo P13, lining up very close to his Social Credit Racing teammate Lucas Boischel on P14, Shiny Waffles starting P15, Ben Hayes starting P16, Mario Weigel P17, Mars Rag P18, Pro DZ P19, V-Wolves P20, Pepper Cappy P21, Kevin P22, Denny P23, Vestervaart P24, Ian McDonald's P25, Mosquito P26, and that is all she wrote, because we are about to get underway here in Tokyo, everybody. Let's go on board with Jack Olivier for the start, or watch him for the start. I'll go F7 from here, and they all seem to get away pretty okay. All the cars quite far away from each other on this starting grid, but they're all coming through pretty quick and clean. Jack Olivier still ahead as the first corner comes up. Is Nemanja going to go for a dive? No, he does not. Jack Olivier slots into P1, maintains that spot, but behind him, how is everyone going? All the cars looking very clean. All good so far, all across the field. No safety cars, no nothing. We're going to keep following Jack Olivier and all that goes on behind him. All the cars making it through this tight chicane section pretty okay. A lot of bumping and barging. A lot of three-wide action around here. But it is close, 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 close. Shiny Waffles here alongside Ben Hayes. Is he going to go for a move into this corner? He has the inside, but Ben Hayes takes that one. Behind him, Nemanja Popovic fending off Jens Batesma. Josh Brooks right behind, hungry in that Panos Avezzano right behind. The top four seems to be breaking away right at the moment. Jerd, in the meantime, holding back Ali Adamcha in P7. Pingu Quinn close behind with the two Red Bull-esque looking cars just behind them. Further behind, there seems to have been some action. Are they all going to negotiate this section right here? Alfie Bivan with a switchback on Lucas Boischel. Side by side, are they into this corner? Is Alfie going to try it around the outside? Lucas is seemingly slow through that corner. Alfie Bivan round the outside of there, but Lucas Boischel isn't done with him yet. Oh, Ben Hayes spinning. Shiny Wolf is getting caught up. That is a multi-car collision right here at the back. Are we going to get a virtual safety car? Everyone seems to be okay. That is not 4 cars off. We are still racing. That is great, great news. Ali Adamcha making the pass seemingly on Pingu Quinn right there to move up into P6. Oh, that is a Social Credit Racing car off. Lucas Boischel, the final corner. Let's hope everyone can make it through just fine there. That is just Lucas Boischel gone off. Everyone just about managing to make it past him fairly okay. Pro DZ has already DNF'd. Jens Batesma is now ahead on the outside of Nemanja Popovic. Nemanja Popovic letting him through just about, not able to hold him back. Oh, there's a lot of movement up here at the first corner. Joao and Antonio through together. Pingu and Ali Adamcha in fierce battle with one another. Pingu and Ali side by side going through this corner. Let's go on board with Ali just for a second right here as he chases down Pingu Quinn. Antonio Radulea right behind. Is he going to go for a move into this next corner? He's going to look to the inside, but he's going to think better of it. Pingu, very wide line here. Ali keeping it close, but Pingu Quinn is going to have the much better exit, pulling ahead. Joao behind, leaning out, looking for a potential move. Antonio still hot on the heels of Ali Adamshire, looking feisty. Antonio bumping, both of the Red Bull drivers bumping the wall on the outside there, but Ali seemingly letting Pingu go for the time being. Meanwhile, Nemanja Popovic has gotten back past Jens Beitzma. Josh Brooks will be loving this right now. He knows for a fact that Jens does seem to have the pace advantage, as that is Pingu who's been sent around. That is not good at all. Car going slowly in the middle of the track with other cars coming past. Never a good combination on a street circuit like this. Malzrag round the outside of him. Gonna make that move stick. There you go. Judd, the Radulea actually out around the outside of Ali Adamshire. I've been missing some core action right here. But that is Pingu who's fallen down. All these guys who have picked up positions because of that. Ali and Antonio side by side out of the last corner. It's going to be a drag race down to the first corner. Joao tugging into the slipstream. Turbo in the slipstream of Joao Vicente Guerra right behind. Let's get on that F1 view right here. Look at all these Supras battling at it. Joao swerving, swiping ahead of Turbo edging closer, just about. Seemingly bad gear shift maybe for Joao as he falls back just a little bit. Charles Bertrand also close behind. All the cars making it into T1 fairly cleanly. Ali Adamshire and Antonio still side by side. Let's get some F6 cameras up right here. Into this next corner they go. Ali has the inside line and Radulea lets him take that spot. Radulea maybe going to have the better run on him into this next section right here. Behind him, cars swerving out everywhere. Charles Bertrand maybe looking for a move on Joao Vicente Guerra, but thinks better of it. Radulea still hot on the heels of Adamshire. This is all kicking off here at Tokyo. Whew. My goodness. I've been talking for a while, but things seem to have calmed down, and I say that with hesitation in my voice. As these guys are all up here. Charles Bertrand very close. Philip Bauer also very close behind this lot right here. Joao going wide, bumping the wall. Charles Bertrand now has a chance. He looks to the outside. Joao closes off that line, but that does give the opportunity to Philip Bauer to potentially make a move. Philip Bauer not able to do anything there, but that does give Alfie Bevan the potential chance, as Bauer has gone a little bit wide. Could he be able to make a move into this next corner? It does not seem so. Sensible braking from all of these lot, but clips the inside. Alfie Bevan, and Alfie Bevan has spun. That is bad news. Car in the middle of the track. Are all the other drivers going to negotiate cleanly? Yes, they are, just about. That is such a shame from Alfie Bevan, who was racing so well up until this point. Jack Olivia with a 1:47.5. That is insane. 4/10 quicker than his quali lap in the race. Truly enjoying being up at the front at this very moment. But yes, Beyblade mode was engaged for Bevan. Very unfortunate. We do not want to see that. Pepper Cappy in the meanwhile. Is that a Supra? Hot on the heels of Pingu Quinn right here. Let's get a decent angle into this first corner. Pingu Quinn going up the inside of him right there with this wide T1 entry. Ben Hayes right behind in the panos, ready to potentially make good on any mistakes Pepper Cappy makes off this point. Turbo and Antonio Radulea making, well, not making anything really, but they're having a bit of a battle at the moment. Antonio Radulea with, got a little bit too greedy on that exit there. You've got to be careful with your angle. But trying to get closer to Togo Patobo, eating a lot of curb here. Togo with a slightly wider line in that section. But there you go. Judd at the moment really gaining on Josh Brooks. Josh Brooks starting to slip behind Jens Beitzma at the moment. Gap is increasing to 1.7 seconds. It has over this course of 7 minutes. Seems at this point, gaps are kind of stabilized. People having to, as Pingu Quinn actually, making a very nice move on V-Wolves. Is V-Wolves going to let that one slide? Trying to hold on, but Pingu Quinn slots in ahead. A little bit of a swerve there, but Pepper Cappy in that final points position place. Is he going to try go side by side? Is he going to go for the move on V-Wolves into this next corner? He has it. Not able to make the move. Almost 3 wide into this final corner. Ben Hayes slipping up the inside, what becomes now the outside. Is he going to hold it around the outside on Pepper Cappy right here? Yes, he seemingly will lose a little bit, just a little bit of a wobble, but that panels, we're going to watch now, see the raw pace on this panels car. Hopefully, it is meant to be fast in a straight line. I do believe it comes in soon. Right now, there you go. We've got it. A little bit of weaving for Pepper Cappy up ahead. But Ben Hayes skything past Pepper Cappy up to this first corner. Braking a fair bit earlier, but he is going to hold on to P15. That crucial pole position spot for race 2 is now in the hands of Ben Hayes. Very good stuff for the River Racing driver currently. As Jerd, in the meantime, relating to the other River Racing driver, Josh Brooks still in P4 currently, holding on well here, but slowly losing out to Jerd. We're going to go on board with Jerd here as he follows Josh Brooks through the middle part of the track. Into the fast right-left they go, bumping off the curbs. Josh Brooks using all the track he has. Jerd a little bit safer there, dropping back just a tiny bit from Josh. As that up ahead, is that Jens in the barrier? That is Jens clipping the barrier. Josh Brooks is now gaining rapidly on Jens. 6/10 now, down from 2 seconds was Josh Brooks. That is a chance. Jens making an error. Josh is going to seize upon this quickly. Jens making another error. What is going on? Jens losing consistency, seemingly. And Jens falls to 4th place. Josh making good on those mistakes. Jerd right behind as well. The panels with the better pace, but Jens with the slipstream. What will come out on top? Will it be Jens's better exit? Will it be Josh's speed? Or will it be even maybe Jerd's slipstream of Jens? Let's just watch this from Jerd's first-person POV up ahead. Jens tucked deep into the slipstream of Josh Brooks. We'll go from this POV right now. Let's go on top of their cars. Hold on. So, later breaking down the panels, of course. Going quite wide into this corner. Is Josh Brooks going to be able to come back up the inside? He's side by side with Jens at this current moment. They are 3 wide going into this next corner. Jerd on the very outside. Josh Brooks in the middle. Jerd taking the wider line. Jens back up in front of Josh Brooks. And that is Jerd almost getting ahead of Josh. But Josh manages to keep his P4 spot for the moment. In the meantime, V-Wolf's now in that P15 spot. Ben Hayes up to 14th right now, but is looking like a very interesting top 3 or 2 for the reverse grid race. But Josh, you can sense it. You can sense there is something in Jens. Maybe something that's fading. Skill fading. Perhaps. No, I'm kidding. But awesome racing from these guys. It's really been spiced up. Anything can happen. The slightest mistake. That is your race compromised, truly. Jack losing a little bit of time up at the head as well, I do believe. Oh no, Nemanja and Jack are both up ahead. My apologies, sorry. But the Popovic keeping close to Jack, not actually falling back that much at the moment. Keeping sort of a consistent 2-second gap. But Josh, kind of secure, get it just closer to Jens than he was before. But not able to make any passes at this moment in time. Out they come into the main straight. Josh is going to be hoping for a better exit, seeing if he can use that panels' V8 grunt to really push past Jens on this main straight. Ali Adamchuk in the middle of nowhere, a little bit behind them as more battling goes on behind. Let's take a little look what's going on here. We've got the 2 Red Bull drivers both in battle with other Supras. Social Credit Racing driver Togo Patobo doing good in P7. Josh Brooks in the meantime, Jerd alongside Josh Brooks. He's used that slipstream well. Jens has scampered off, but it is Jerd that Josh is worrying about, and Jerd with the better braking. Awesome outside move onto Josh, and into 4th place he goes. Great stuff from Jerd right there. Antonio Radlea still in 8th, trying to get past Togo Patobo for P7. Both of them having seemingly equally quick lines through that first corner. Great stuff from them. Nice clean driving. Good stuff. Behind them, what is up? What is going on? We've got almost a 3-wide move going on here. Miles Ragg, V-Wolfs and Pepper Cappy fighting over that spot, and V-Wolfs has been spun around. V-Wolfs, who was originally in that spot to be in P1 for race 2, now spun around in P21, 22. It's going to keep going until he can make a safe rejoin and come back onto the track. That is such a shame. Very unlucky for him coming through there, as that is Miles Ragg and Pepper with some interesting maneuvers on that straight. Miles going deeper into that corner, but Pepper Cappy coming back at him on the inside. Pepper side by side pushing Miles out of the way. Wait. Pepper's gone out of the track. Pepper left. See, this is why he said for me not to spectate him. Commentator's curse. Of course. Of course. You saw it yourself. Yeah. Oh, his game crashed. Oh, that is so unfortunate. It looked like... I will honestly, his game probably might have crashed. That could seem right, but from this POV, as Shiny clatters the barriers behind, it looked like he just went straight out. Piggy Quinn having some contact with the wall, slowing down a lot. Right here, Ben Hayes catching up to him rapidly now. The gap only down to about 1 second, down from about 6 as it was earlier. But these three up at the front, not much separating them, still within about 7 or 8 tenths of one another. Nemanja Popovic not that far ahead. They're all gradually kind of catching up to him. Karma, say some. It's coming to Rome, yes. Vivos is an agent for the Italian Special Secret Service. Joao and Antonio, teammates, going into battle together. Charbatron watching this with a bit of popcorn, as am I probably, as he watches the two teammates battle it out. Slowing each other down through this next section. Antonio with that inside line. Holding each other up. Oh, both Joao and Charles losing a little bit on that curb. But Charles, is he going to take it around the outside? All the way around, make it work, Charles. Yes, let's go. Charbatron with an amazing outside move on Joao Gerhardt to take P9 position and a provisional P6 for the race start in race 2. Awesome stuff there from Charbatron. Very good move. Josh Brooks still, in the meanwhile, nice and close on Judd's heels. It is really great to see how close these cars can be. Oh, that is Mosquito in the wall. Mosquito, I think you should go back to pits. I think you should. There you go. Goodness. So Mosquito's race has gone from bad to worse. Oh, no, that is so unfortunate. Charles bouncing off the barrier and coming back and tapping Joao Gerhardt. Joao, worst luck in the world. Gerhardt, as we can call him sometimes, with some of the worst luck in the world right there. Charles clattering him, but luckily losing no positions other than experiencing some pressure from Paul Bauer. Togo Batobe, meanwhile, deep in the slipstream of Antonio Radulea. As I do believe this may be the second to last lap. There will be one more lap after this. Let's see them side by side. Side by side, they're both braking almost evenly. Togo with the inside line, though. Antonio with the better exit, though, is going to have the run on Togo for this next corner, or is he? Togo seemingly just about ahead. Togo going much deeper, though, into this corner. Taking more curb. Has the inside, but the inside isn't always better around here. And Antonio slides around the outside into this next corner. Togo with what was the inside line, but Antonio closing that off right there. Antonio, though, making a very, very good job of this corner right here. Always a tough one, this 180-degree thing. Miles Rag having an incident further back in the field, but I will leave that for the time being. I will not detract from this amazing action right here. Togo up ahead. Antonio gradually moving away a little bit through this fast section. Behind Togo, all the drivers making it through nice and safely. Lucas Boyshaw goes to the pits and falls all the way down the order. As Togo takes a chunk out of that curb right there. Jacques Olivier now starting his final lap. Josh Brooks in the meantime. The top, the third to fifth, all sort of spreading out for the time being. Closest battle on track currently does seem to be Philip Bauer on Charbatron. Philip Bauer looking for a move, later braking. Is he going to be able to make it work? Charles leaving him ample room there, but not able to get on the power as quickly. Charbatron realizing this and getting the better exit here. Charbatron still maintaining that P10 spot. Philip Bauer in the new racing development car, holding on to P11, but wanting more close. Oh, Nemanja Popovic only 6 tenths behind Jacques Olivier on the final lap. Something has happened there. Either Nemanja with some insane pace while I've been watching everything that's been going on, or Jack with a mistake. Is he going to be able to catch up to Jack in these final stages? He has the slightly better run right now. 4 tenths now, 3 tenths. He is closing rapidly. He's looking for those lines. He's trying to just go that little bit faster than Jack, hoping for one more mistake from Jack Olivier maybe. Is he going to go for a lunge? It's last lap, last corner. He just wants the better run. Is he going to be able to do it? It doesn't look like it. Jack with the good run out the last corner. 4 tenths. Antonio Radulea has crashed in the meantime. Oh, that is awful. I don't know what has happened there. But he's out of the race seemingly. He's on the side of the road. He's not able to restart. That is such a shame. He's driven an amazing race. But as I say that, Jack Olivier comes across the line to finish P1. And Emmanuel Popovic almost getting that P1 spot, but finishing P2. Jens P3, Gerd P4, Josh Brooks P5. Ali Adamczyk coming round. What on earth has been going on in this midfield? I do not know. Antonio Rodalea with a really unfortunate thing. Ben Hayes. Oh my goodness, massive collision on the final lap. What on earth has happened here? Ben Hayes slowing down on the racing line for seemingly no reason. The track is blocked. Kevin negotiating this section. What on earth has happened here? Miles Ragg, in effect, is going to take the P15 spot for Antarctic Dynamo Fluviale. My goodness, what have we just watched? Go on, Miles, I guess. What the hell just happened? There, at the back. My goodness. Oh, we got a drag race over the line. Who's going to take it? Ali Bateman P16 with the horn as he comes across. My God. I would love to know what happened. Yo, Ben, we're out of fuel. Oh, sorry. Okay. That is so unfortunate. On the last lap. Now that. Don't know about you guys, but that for me has been an incredible AF3 race. And that is just race 1, everyone. You're not even ready for the chaos that's about to ensue in race 2. That rhymed. I deserve a medal. Is that just... good skyboxing right here. See, it looks like it's kind of like... I like that. Anyways, let's go back to the actual track. What do we think, guys? That was a quality race. I gotta say. Oh my goodness, sorry. But yeah, Jack Olivier taking that P1 spot. Emmanuel Popovic, a very good, well-driven second, almost P1. We'll need to ask Jack what happened there. Well, that I do believe has set the bar for this season of AF3. That is yeah, Riley. I do agree. This is the Greg's car. Me and McDonald. I gotta say it. You have a beautiful car right there, the Greg's Mobile, with Boris on the back. Look at Boris. Look at him. And race 2 is about to be starting, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute 20:19 right now. So let's take you through the reverse grid order, because this is the one that's important. Miles Ragg starts P1 after a P15 start from some chaotic events at the back. Festival Howden next to him, P2 on the front row. Shiny Waffles P3, Pingu Quinn P4. This is the setup he would want for a potential win here. Mario Weigel P5, Philip Bauer P6, Shalvadron P7, Shao P8, Togo Patovo P9, Ali Adamczyk P10, Joe Brexit P11, Gerd P12, Jens Beitzmer P13, Emmanuel Popovic P14, Jack Olivier P15, P16 spot seemingly unoccupied. Actually, P16 Jack Ian McDonald, P17 Vivos, Kevin P18, P19 Antonio Radulea, Ben Hayes P20, Lucas Boyschel P21, Mosquito P22, Pepeka P23, and Denny P24. G, get off that grid. But here we go, everyone. Hope you're ready for the start of another amazing AF3 race. 6 lights, and away we go here at Tokyo, race 2. Miles makes a clean getaway, everyone making a pretty clean getaway. Let's follow Miles for this start. Vessel falling back a little bit. Miles seemingly going to go maybe unchallenged into this first corner. All the grid filing in through behind. Let's watch them all come through this first corner. 3 by 3 in some cases. It gets a little bit rowdy up here. Ali and Josh sliding around up at the front, but Miles Ragg still leads the rest of the field right here. All movement all around here. Jack Olivier already up to P13. Him and Jens already making moves up the field. Teamwork, guys. Teamwork makes the dream work. Ali right hot on his tail. The 2 Polaris guys right behind the 2 Luck Brother cars. That's a setup for a battle. Josh Brooks just ahead of them in P13. No, sorry, in P10 actually. So I was reading the numbers on the name tags, which are incorrect. Some movement, some battling going on up at the back. My goodness. Yeah, Ali losing out on that one, to be completely honest. Ali is P15 now, not great for him. But Miles, P4, still ahead of Vessel Verhouden. Shiny Waffle still in P3. Penguin still in P4. Let's see how all the cars go through here. This is cool. Look at that. The speed they're all going at in this section. That's Philip Bauer, Togo Patobo switching positions in the midfield. Philip Bauer a little bit shaky on that exit right there, but keeping it all together. All the cars keeping it together through this section. My goodness, just watching these guys go through these corners is magnificent. Just watching them all go through. Shiny Waffles looking for a move for P2 on Vessel Verhouden. Is he going to make it stick around the outside? Little bit of contact right there. Leaves the door open for Piggy Quinn. Vessel clipping the inside, losing his P2 spot as the field rushes past him like a tidal gate opened. Vessel falling down to P7 now. Is he going to lose out to more on the straight? Jerd looking hungry for his position. Josh already got Jens on his ass. This is just awesome racing. Reverse grid here is really something, honestly. Up ahead at the top, Pingu Quinn looking for a move on Shiny Waffles, quite possibly the 2 Alpine drivers battling as the Audi of Miles. That is a collision. That is a lot of collisions. Jerd back up at the back. Vessel, that is spun around, colliding with people. Many people involved in that incident. Is that going to be a safety car? That is a safety car. We do have the first virtual safety car of the race so far. My goodness. Rip Vessel. My God. Started P2. Is in P23 right now. I really got to put my heart out to him right now. Please no Punterino. That has been abused. That has been well and truly abused, my friends. VSU time. Or as Juan would say, BSU. And so it starts. And so it does start. Shiny Waffles in P2 right now. I'm going to say nothing more on that matter. I'm going to say anything about that. There is something very odd with these skins. All of the Alpine skins have like a red and white splodge on the front. Why? I'm so baffled by this. All of them have it. Like, actually, well, I don't think, I have no idea. This one doesn't seem to have it. Pingus from certain angles has it. It did, at least. Thank you. Hey, Kona, my man. Riley, hello. Thank you. Thank you for following on with that thing over there. Whoa, Pingu almost losing it. Everyone weaving a lot. Everyone checking up. Interesting. Hell of a lot of weaving. Let's just watch this. Look at these guys coming through. Oh, Ali with his fucking drifting in the super. But there you go. Everyone fishtailing these cars around like it's a no tomorrow. Honk honk, baby. Oh, my cat's sleeping so nicely. Mosquito crashed. Rip. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be coming onto the main straight once again, and we will be getting ourselves a restart. Let me actually mess with my little camera filters a bit. We could get a cooler looking filter, actually. Let's go with the XE Fuji. Oh, that's funky. Miles Rag. Weaving a little bit. Warming up those tires, that last bit. Oh, a lot of checking up right here. Cars coming out that last corner quite quickly. We're going to stick with Miles, though. We're going to be waiting for that call to go racing once again. As Miles accelerates away, we are underway once again. How is the rest of the field getting away? Josh Brooks is P8 currently. Further down behind, Jack Olivier. And where's Jens Batesma? Jens is 11th right now, with Nemanja hot on his heels. Alias made it up ahead, actually. Him losing out earlier seems to have been a blessing in disguise, or curse in disguise. No, blessing in disguise. But meanwhile, everyone going through this first corner nice and safely. Jack sliding his little ass around just a little bit. Lucas sliding around way more. Down in P19. Through they all go. Nice and cleanly. Philip Bauer up into 7th. Very good from him so far. Miles Rag, though, under pressure from Pingu Quinn. Moves over to defend, but that is going to cost him dearly in this section right here. That Audi R8 just able to keep traction. Jesus Christ, a lot of cars coming through this next section right here. Miles Rag still defending from Pingu Quinn. This is chaos. Pingu Quinn round the outside of Miles. Miles seems to be losing confidence in his car. What is going on? Miles lost the lead now. Shiny Waffles and Philip Bauer are going to have something to say about his position in P2 right now. Oh, Nemanja's crashed. That is a shame. Miles Rag going to try hold on to that P2 spot right now. Very close to the barrier out there. Look at all these cars flying through this section right here. Josh Brooks up into P7 at the moment. Alianza P8. Jens Batesma with P11. Where is Jack Olivier actually right now? Jack Olivier is P9. Oh, that is a car hitting the barriers right there. An Alpine. That is Antonio crashing. That is Antonio Radulea crashing. No, it's not. It is his teammate. Oh, there are cars everywhere. This is what I was hoping would not happen. Is everyone going to make it through okay? Oh my goodness, that is a super crashing. Pepper Cappy crashing. Vivo's crashing. Kevin crashing. This is a lot of cars. Pingu Quinn is in P1 now. Miles Rag, P2. And the cars are all slowing down for another virtual safety car. Oh my goodness. Felt this would happen. The Greg's car stricken on the side of the road. I felt this would be how it would go. Mosquito collected. Mosquito's higher up than he was before. Mosquito's P21 now. But there you go. Insane stuff. I just can't keep track. Our protagonists making it slowly up the order though. Oh no, we're gonna see a restart on the straight in the middle of the track. I was hoping this wouldn't happen. We're gonna see if it does. We're gonna see what race control decides. But we do have. So people are crashing under VSC. Yeah, but in the end, that's not really something I want to focus on, is it? Look at them all coming through. All these. So many goddamn Supras, man. Very checked up right here at the back. But there you go. Pingu Quinn's still up at the front. Oh no, are they going to do the restart here? Or they may as well. Uh-oh. We may be restarting here, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready. And we're underway. That actually went better than expected. Let's have a look at the rest of the field. Very bunched up here at the back. Got very, very bunched up. But everyone making it through safely, seemingly. Look at all these drivers coming through. Oh my god, okay, that is a bad camera angle to capture what was going on. That was just a blur. Oh, that is Mario Weigl getting very, very sideways right in front of Jack Olivier and Jens Beidsma. Those two getting past the... Whoa, that is Togwa sideways. Is he going to be able to keep it on the road? Just about all the cars. That is almost 3 wide into this narrow section. You do not want that. Antonio bumping the barrier right there. Jesus Christ alive, that is a lot of cars in some very tight spaces. Josh Brooks and Ali Adamcha and Jack Olivier all on the back of that is Shiny Waffles in P4. Let's watch from Jack Olivier's POV how this is all going to pan out. Josh Brooks up ahead, Shiny Waffles trying to defend for his dear life against these drivers ahead. That Alpine is suffering on these straights right now. It is losing out now to almost 2 cars. Make that 3. Shiny Waffles looking towards the inside. Is going to try hold that P4 position. Knocks Josh Brooks. Comes across, collects Jack Olivier. Shiny Waffles and Josh Brooks, that is collision everywhere. Oh my god, that is Josh Brooks taken out. That is 2 cars off the road right there. Josh Brooks getting sent down to the back. Oh, that's another VSC. No, that is so unfortunate, man. Jack Olivier sitting there menacingly behind this top 3. There you go, everyone. Still just insanity going on. Ali almost spinning out entirely. He's just drifting around, man. Just having a whale of a time. Maybe going racing once again. On this straight. Pinguquin ready to take the restart. And we are underway again. Jack Olivier already with a very good start on Philip Bauer. Is he going to make the move into this next section? Side by side they go. Ali Adamcha, both of them going quite slowly actually. Ali Adamcha sliding past the both of them almost, but Jack Olivier holding on. Ali still on the outside. But still ahead of Ali Adamcha. Looking for that P3 spot right there. Let's get a better camera angle. That was awful. Philip Bauer, Antonio Radlea, right on the hot on the heels of Jens Beidsma. Side by side they go into this final corner. Radlea going very wide. Philip Bauer drifting around this corner. That is perfect for Jared, quite possibly. Antonio bumping off the thing, bumping again off of the side. Jack Olivier is up into P2 now. Ali Adamcha is right behind. Miles Rag is losing out to the both of them. Down into P4, Miles Rag, but he's going to tuck into that slipstream. Jens is right behind Miles at this point. Awful camera angle, thank you, Audi. But we're going to watch the 2 of them go side by side into this first corner. Let's go for F3 with these 2. Ali has the inside line. Jack has the outside line. Ali still holding that inside. It's going to become the outside for the next corner. Oh, that is a lot of collisions behind. Cars all over the place. Hopefully we're not... Oh, that is Ali Adamcha flying off of the barrier there. We're still going. We're still on the green. We're still on the green, everyone. But Jack Olivier in P2 hunting down Pinguquin for that P1 spot. Ali Adamcha taking P3 off of Miles Rag. Jens going to just walk right through that open door that Ali has just left. And Jens now hot on the heels of Ali. Jens going quite wide there, leaving the potential for Ali to swing around the outside to this next corner. He's not going to do it. He's going to let Jens go deeper, but he's going to follow Beidsma through this little set of corners. Everyone further behind, an absolutely colossal train of cars in this middle section of the field. This is just awesome, awesome to watch right now. Look at them all flying through. Beautiful stuff. I could watch these guys race all day, man, honestly. All right, let's cue back to the action. Jack Olivier, only 8 tenths. Now separating him and Pinguquin. We could be set for another titanic battle up at the top of the grid. Jens Beidsma closing in on Ali Adamcha slowly and slowly. Antonio Radulea getting closer to Miles by a second. Popovic, Nemanja following. Lucas Boyschel in P9 making some significant inroads. He started at the back of the grid. Meanwhile, as I say this, Jens and Jack both closing in on Ali and Pingu respectively. Could they make it double P1, P2 in this race. Jack closing in. Jens is now ahead of Ali. Ali's trying to break that slipstream, trying to do something to Jens to get back past him. But Jens slots in ahead at this first corner. Jack is now right on the tail of Pingu Quinn at this moment in time. Ali trying to look for a way past Jens. He wants this bad. He wants this podium. Jens clipping the barrier. Ali clipping the barrier way, way, way harder. Losing out massively because of that. Jack Olivier. Pingu Quinn is going to become quite possibly the widest Alpine in the whole of Tokyo at this moment of time, as he still leads this race just ahead of Jack. Definitely down on pace, down on top line, straight line speed, to be completely honest. I do believe the Alpine is not that in his specialty. Jack looks towards the inside. He has potentially the inside, doesn't stay that way. Pingu clatters the barrier on the outside. Pingu Quinn trying to defend as hard as he can from Jack. Side by side they go into this next set of corners. Jack getting the rear end loose a little bit. Pingu still on the inside, not able to keep it together, clatters the barrier. That is Jack and Jens into P1 and P2 of this race. Jack ahead of Jens. That is how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. And my livery's on both of their cars. I'm kidding. But Jack and Jens both lead this race, as the sponsor on the side of their car will indicate. That is the order in which they are running right now. The champions leading the race. That is all. But the way they did it certainly looked hard fought. There was no easy business about that, as meanwhile Pingu Quinn's teammate, looking to kind of, repair some of that damage, got the slipstream from Togwa, sends it down, goes quite wide, gives Togwa that line back up, but gonna have the run. Pardon me. Gonna have the run on him, possibly. Sticks it to the outside. Togwa deeper in the corner, leaving potential for Nemanja. Little tap from Nemanja in the back. Polaris maneuver. No, I'm kidding. Nemanja now on the outside of Jerd. Is he going to be able to make it round the outside of this corner? Oh, if he does, that'll be an amazing move to pull off. Side by side they go, so close to one another. Nemanja holding it around the outside the whole way. They tap again, and Nemanja's made the move stick around the outside of the 180-degree corner. Amazing stuff from him. Jordan has no answer for that. Amazing stuff. This race is wonderful and devastating. But there we go. Top two, still actually pretty close to one another. I'm hoping we can see a battle between these two. Actually, I realize that is a little bit too late of me to say, because we are currently on the final lap. I have let it slip. I didn't even realize through all this battling. But Togwa looking to potentially take that P6 spot off Miles. Miles really just trying to hold on for dear life to P6 spot. That'll be a very good thing to have for him and his team, with Mosquito not having the best of days today. Let's watch from this POV. Is he going to be able to hold on from two hungry Supras? Is it going to be three wide over the line? They are all so close to one another. Togwa slides out wide. Miles is holding on to that P6. Togwa going to overtake before the line. Miles gets P6. I don't know who got it there. I do not know. But Miles, on my timing, has P6. My goodness, that was close. Further behind all the rest of these guys, just a massive gaggle of cars coming through. Such a shame for Josh Brooks. Oh my god, that was a murder. AF3, everyone. There you go, everyone. Nice donuts, Danny. Well, there you go, everyone. That's a 1-2. 2 1-2s. I think that is the first time, potentially, that's ever been done in AF3. You enjoy my commentating? Oh, thank you, Lauren Pingu. Or look at Ben. Yeah, very sweet from them. Why are you here always? I can't get rid of you, dude.
No, don't. I've come to share very important
Such as.
Nemanja being a proper Polaris driver. He punted me race 2 and he got P2 race 1.
He
He's a
did.
proper Polaris driver.
Yep.
I also got P2 race 2, I think.
Race 2. No, you got P3.
Jack has a penalty for sure.
Really?
Yeah, he took people out T. I think it was T1. He
Dude,
missed his breaking
dude,
point.
don't say that now. That's for the Stewards stream, buddy.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Well, he just said, "Oh, it's my fault. Sorry." So
okay. All right. Dirty driver confirmed. No. What we're gonna have now is we're gonna have some interviews from some drivers from that race.
indeed.
I mean, we had we had a 1-2, 1-2, both races. So I'm gonna see if I can get Jack in here. Jens seems to be streaming
Wait, how
already.
was it 1-2? Wasn't Nemanja P2 race 1?
No, I think was it? No, Nemanja was P2. Sorry, you're right about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
My apologies, everyone. I am wrong.
It
Either
was the
way,
Polaris finish.
I'm gonna
P2 Polaris got
I'm gonna
P2
get
every race.
Jack in here right now. Yak, hello.
Oh, hello.
Double race winner on paper, at least I've heard.
Yeah, I won't be.
Well,
Yeah.
let's be that as it may. Amazing performance to get through. Not only hold on to P1 in the first race, but to get through the field and get to P1 in the second race. I mean, how did you find racing it? How did you find the race?
Well, I'm not a big fan of the track, but it was fun in some ways. So yeah, I had fun in the races, but I'm just a bit pissed off at myself because I got distracted because of something stupid happening around me, and I just wasn't paying attention, and I just missed my breaking point from like 50 meters or so, and I just completely killed like 3 people. So
I did that in quali.
Oh dear, it
so
happened.
yeah, that sucks. I don't really care about the penalty because like that's the way it is. It just sucks for people I killed. I feel bad for them. So
Ah
yeah,
man.
it's disappointing.
Yeah, that's how it can be sometimes, man. That's how it can be. But still, a very good performance overall from you today. Yeah, I mean, double P1 on paper is it's exactly what you want. Championships off to a good start. Who do you think will be
In it.
your biggest competitors for this season? Maybe outside of your team at least.
Well, I would have said it was Jens.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jens.
Jens for sure.
Like it depends because Josh is unhappy about the BOP. I think it's fine. Maybe I accept the McLaren, but if he changes stuff, the panels could be a bit quicker. So Josh and Ben could be decent. Well, they already are, but they could be like even more dangerous. I guess Jordan Pingu, if they practice like they did last season, they could be as well. What I've understood is that they didn't really do much for this one. So yeah, like a bit the same as the usuals. Polly, of course, and Nemanja. I think they would be the two fastest people apart from Jens and I on this race. Like for example, Nemanja got P2 in quali and the race one. So yeah, I'd say Nemanja, Polly, and then Jens, and maybe Jordan Pingu if they practice more, and river racing as well.
Yeah, there's some definite there was some glimmers from absolutely everyone across the field, to be completely honest. And I'm really intrigued, especially with the differences with each car. You could really see which cars excelled where, and yeah, it was very interesting to see how that all panned out during the race.
Panels flies on the straights. Not as
Bundles
much as
has
not as much as the season 6 Toyota. It's not
oh
as
god,
big
yeah.
of a difference as that, but it's still a lot. It's still much faster.
True, but the braking difference was insane. Like I remember, I think when it was you getting past
Yeah.
Josh
Josh.
Jack, it was just you just sailed around the outside. I think from what I remember, and
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember to be
I've
honest.
I've done it as well. I can confirm I've done it too.
yeah, that's
I think he actually squeezed me into the wall, but yeah.
absolutely that was just the battling was great. There's some real chaos in there. Watch some of the stream back for sure. Some interesting stuff going on all around. But I'll get Jens in here as well, since he seems to be one of the last people still
Indeed.
available, and get his point of view.
Get G as race control.
Hello,
First
Jens.
time.
Hello.
Hello.
Congrats on. I do believe that is a P3 and a P2 for you. How was that overall? I remember you saying you weren't a fan of the track, but you did seem to perform very well around here.
Yeah,
How was
well,
that?
I didn't like the track at first, but then like I put in 2-3 hours of practice today, and when you know it, it was more fun. So
Yeah.
in the end, I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
But
that's good to hear, dude. I mean, just how was it like getting through the field? It looked really chaotic. It must have been a
well,
careful
I got
exercise.
like punted 4 times. It was only like the last 2-3 laps that I put it together. But before that, it was kind of a shit show, to be honest.
It did look quite chaotic for sure. When it was the second race, that little sort of fast section before the last corner, before the end, that became a car park at one point. So I think a lot of people had races demolished. Like Josh was in P4 for a while in race 2, and it all just came down
Yeah,
to a collision at
and he got
T1.
sandwiched.
He got sandwiched and ruined in that race too. But yeah, for you, Jens, any main competitors, any people that you found fun to race? I guess
What's the question? Sorry.
people that you found, I guess, fun to race, or people that you think will be
Oh, I
good
didn't pay
competing with.
attention who I was racing.
Oh, I see. You just
I
didn't.
was
It
just.
looked like there was too many people.
I have to give a shout out to Polly because she didn't punt me.
Good job, Polly.
Yeah, I actually was very close to killing him under braking at one point, but it was I braked a little earlier than I normally would have, and it ended up working out.
Somehow there was no massive demise as a
Yes,
result of
I
your
don't
driving
think I don't think I took out anybody or something. So
or something.
for once,
We'll see.
but we'll see. Maybe it's just Yelans.
Who knows? Who knows? But an incredible race to commentate, and I'm really hyped for the rest of this season of AF3. And yeah, I do believe that's kind of it. Unless there's anything else that anyone here wants to say.
Oh yeah, to the Polaris. Well, not it wasn't Polaris, but to a list of things my teammates do. Nemanja also spun under SC like Miles, so that adds even more.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind then. But yeah, be sure to tune in next week as we will be going to, if I can find the info sheet, we'll be going to Dubai Autodrome. Actually, quite in time.
RT track gaming.
An RT track, a very good mod. But yeah, be sure to tune in then, same time next week. And besides that, tomorrow we'll be having our Le Mans race. 2.5 hours around Le Mans, final round of our current AF2 season before AF2 gets a redo, I guess, and we'll have some interesting information. We'll be essentially announcing our first revival event of AF2 after that race, if we're streaming it, and if not, then we'll have that ready for AF1 on Sunday. So be ready for that. And there's also, of course, AF1 on Sunday at the Mexico GP. So be sure to tune into that. Should be an awesome race. And yeah, that's just about it. So without further ado, I think thank you everyone for watching the stream. And yeah, see you guys soon.